How are you enjoying the Radio Times Covers Party?
I'm having a really good time actually. I feel a little bit overwhelmed because I normally have my team with me, you know, Jodie, Brad, Tosin, whereas now I'm like flying solo. And then you realise a lot of people watch Doctor Who, so I'm like, everyone's going, oh, we love you in our family, we love you in our household. I'm like, so yeah, I'm having a great time.
Obviously, and also after a massive episode for Yaz, right? Can you hear me? I mean, what was it like delving into her backstory like that?
It was amazing. We worked with Mind Charity as well, which I think was really helpful, but I love working on dramas. Like for me, sci-fi was quite challenging in itself, and when I came here I was like, right, so now how do I run away from monsters that are not there? But I love working on dramas, and Chris is an amazing writer. But also this for me, it's lots of people's stories. I've had a lot of people say like they see themselves in Yaz, and I think it was the right time to sort of like explore that avenue and explain her backstory. I've always said, oh, there's a reason why she's a police officer, you know, it'll come up when the time's right, but I feel like the time was right to explore that and understand why she wants to be a part of this journey. Like she's got her own issues going on, and the reaction has been absolutely amazing.
I mean, so was that the plan from the beginning? I mean, her bullying was kind of seeded last series.
It was actually. Because we're not told a lot about the storylines in advance just because of secrecy, which is rightly so. I knew it was planted at some point, so I knew that I had that as a foundation. And every time you get a script, you're like, oh, I say that because now I've explained that I was bullied in school and I found it difficult. So I guess it was just sort of like a layering process. But yeah, Chris is very good at seeding, like planting lots of seeds.
You said before that you had a dinner with Chris where you talked through some of your ideas for Yaz. Was some of that realised in this episode?
Yeah, so there was, because one of the things was, like, I wanted to know why she was a police officer. I just think, like, we choose to do things for a reason, and if we could make that reason really wholesome and really real, it would probably resonate a lot better. So I just was like, you know, why is she a police officer? Because there was at one point when I was about 5, I was like, I'm going to be a police officer because I want to make a difference. And I was like, why did I want to make a difference? You know, we lived in an area where there was lots of stuff going on. We'd phone the police a lot and they'd come out and help or whatever. So I did briefly speak on that of going, why is she a police officer? And then he padded it out. So amazing.
I mean, it was a great episode. I've got to ask as well, I mean, coming up, we've got an episode with, I think, Mary Shelley and Lord Byron, and then the Cybermen. I mean, can you tease us anything about that?
I can't really, you know, but there is a lot of Cybermen, and actually it's really exciting. I know we say this all the time, but it was really fun to do. I think it'll be an amazing episode for everyone to watch. We get to see the Cybermen, again, so that's all I can say.
What was it like kind of acting opposite them?
Really good. Yeah, it is, and I feel like I have to be careful in what I say because it could give things away. But yeah, they're an amazing, iconic part of the show. You know, we've come up against the Daleks before, so for us it's like, wow, this has been going on long before we got there. So then to be able to play against something that's been going on for a long time, it sort of cements us in the Doctor Who world. We're like, yeah, we're part of the family now.
One of the big twists this series was obviously Sacha as the Master. Huge thing. You spent a bit of time with him in that episode. I mean, what was it like working with him, and what makes him so good at it, do you think?
Do you know what? He is so dedicated. He's such an amazing actor. He's so giving. But the level of like research and work he's done on himself and as a character and the show in itself, like he's such a hard worker. Like, he'd often take himself off and practice the lines, but think about choices. Like, he was very aware of the space and playing with people. I think he's an amazing actor to play with, and you get very different things from him. So one take is different to another take, but that keeps you on your toes. But it also goes to me, he's done his work. Like, he's really done his work.
I've got to ask as well, the finale, 2-part finale, very exciting. I mean, anything you can tease us generally about that? Any words?
I can't, but it's so exciting. I know we say it all the time, but it is like, we filmed it a long time ago, but it's so action-packed. Again, it's a 2-parter, which is new for us for this series, but it's filled with loads of things. It's sort of like, it ties a lot of things up, what has happened. You know, there's a through arc, basically, and that is part of it.
Jodie said she's back for Series 13. Will Yaz be along for the ride?
I'd love to, but again, because of secrecy, no one ever knows what's going on. I'm just happy to have been part of 2 and to have been able to explore Yaz, but I would love to be a part of it.